Okay, I'm back. Good news. Oh god, I have a giant whiskey and cola. The bad news? Well, I don't really have any. Red should do one of his in-depth drafts. I didn't say any of these words correctly. Sure, I'll break down all the picks, and maybe we can throw this one on YouTube. Regardless of its results. Maybe we could be an educational draft. Boom, boom, boom. You mix your whiskey and you prefer Jack? Yeah. I can drink a nice expensive whiskey, but I try not to. I'm not gonna read so much of chat right now, okay? Am I recording game audio? That's a dang good question. Yeah. Yeah. And here we go. Electrolyte, I think is actually kind of reasonable. I would take it for sure over Tomb Spider here. It's actually probably close because there are a lot of really good, like, game-winning heavy spells, Flame Strike, Rune, and Puzzle Box. You don't get them offered in draft, but you do get to discover them a fair amount. I mean, you can get them offered, you just don't get them very often. Thresher's a safer pick, but a 3-mana 4/4 is so good. It's hard to get 3s in this meta. And Thresher, I think, is a little overrated. Sometimes it's really good. I'm going to take Electrolyte because there's a lot of good 5s. There's not a lot of good 3s. Most other classes, I would just take the Thresh, though. Almost never take Tomb Spider. It just feels too bad. It dies to Night Captain. And that's one of the reasons why I think we want to skip Thresh. Here, the only class I'll take Explosive Sheep in is Mage. It's nice. It's AoE. I think it's better than a River Croc for Mage. And Conjured Mirage is like probably top 5 worst card in Arena. You just definitely don't want to take that card ever. Unless you're queuing into me, then draft 3 of them. Here, unfortunately, we don't have the strongest cards either. Body Wrapper is, I think, a trap that some people fall for. Putting a card in your deck is usually bad, unless it's a really good card. So like a Faldori Strider shuffles free spiders in your deck. Those are great. Shuffling in another Electrolyte or an Explosive Sheep or a Sky Talon or Shroomber, it's usually bad. So that card kind of stinks. Shroomber is just better. I think Sky Talon's probably better than both of them, just to make sure you can kill like an early Demon Hunter 2/2, or you can get an Honor Kill or whatever. I don't really in general love this card, but I think in this meta it's a little better. Here, it's all kind of just replaceable. The ones are okay, but not super necessary. Mad Bomber's probably the best card here, but I hate it, and everybody hates it because it always kills your own stuff, and it feels frustrating. Brew's a bit of a, you know, it's a bit of a stretch. It's probably better to take the Gnome, but I like Brew because you can take Wand Thieves, Ethereal Conjurers, and such. Those cards are good. This deck can retire already. Yeah, we'll see. Ram Commander's very good. War Gear's not great, and Mekaru's okay. But this card's just great. Allows you to make all these trades and ping and set up honor kills. Super flexible. Soon we'll get a Mage card. Tidehunter's very bad. Stats just suck. Sneaky Devil's probably worse. And Night Captain's phenomenal. You just take as many Night Captains as you can get. And again, that was one of the reasons we passed the Thresh, so we could take as many Night Captains as we want. And honestly, Steward of the Scrolls, which could help us find the broken Mage spells. So this card's better in Mage right now than it is in most classes, because you can get Rune or Puzzle Box. Annoyo, playable. War Gear's playable too, but when the 5s are as strong as Night Captain or as fun and good as Steward of the Scrolls, you don't really need War Gears. It's interesting how cards are rated different because of the meta. Yeah, it is cool. I actually think that's one of the best parts about Hearthstone Arena, old cards coming back and having different applications. As it is, none of these cards are good. I will say this. I think Ironbeak is serviceable. It's probably the right pick. I think Ice Barrier is actually underrated. 77. It's not a great card, but in the right deck, I think it can actually be better than a replacement Owl or whatever. And if you're drafting Arcanologists, I think getting a free secret is a big deal. Whereas Owl, yeah, like sometimes you're silencing something you have to silence, but more often than not, you're casting a silence on a Knight Captain and then you're losing the game because they have a 3/3 on board and you spent 3 mana for a 2/1. Just not very good. Owl debate? I don't love it. I'm gonna take, I think Iceberry is a underrated card. Not good. I think they're all bad there. I think most of our deck is, you know, we have maybe like 1 card, 2 cards probably you actually want to draft right now. As it is, this is sort of the same deal. Just underwhelming all of these cards. I think we'll just take the 1 mana 1/3 and hope to not continue our drafting woes. Unfortunately, we do appear to still be suffering. Every card is either good or bad because of Knight Captain. It does impact the meta quite heavily. Cartoot, I think, is overrated. Playable, but overrated. Enchanter just feels bad again. All these 3 and 4 mana 3/3s that don't have a huge impact feel kind of rough. They need to be 3/4s. Seal Rage is fine. It's a 4 mana removal spell, but it'll help a good deck survive. It won't really help a bad deck win, I feel, and that's kind of the issue. As it is, I think Cartoot is probably just a card I'm going to take and not really feel like I'm getting a good card no matter what. So, Broom is a pretty strong card, and Ice Revenant's okay. Anomaly's pretty rough because you're getting a 4 mana 4/3. So when you're evaluating the card, the first thing you should look at are the base stats. And if the base stats are really bad, then it needs to do something amazing, and this just doesn't do anything amazing. If you look at our deck, we have no spells that can use it, so Ice Revenant is just more spells, more stats. I also find decks that are stronger and have better late game to want Animated Broomstick more, and our deck is weak and has no late game, so I think we'll just take a nice 4. We already have 1 Frost spell. It's pretty easy to pick up a few more. There's good Frost spells kind of littered throughout the meta. Been impressed by this card. First pick, maybe just Broomstick. So Whirly, just again, really bad stats, really bad effect. Ancient Shade has okay stats, but a really bad effect. Certainly not worth the possibility of taking 7. If it was a 4/7, it would probably be a pretty strong card. I think Stormwind's underrated too. Probably one of the top 5 or 10 underrated cards in Hearthstone. Feels really boring and lame, and then you play it, and then you get free trades, and your opponent can't kill it. I think it's one of the stronger cards in Arena. What are good stats? You want at least a 2 mana 2/3, a 3 mana 3/4, a 4 mana 4/5, or a 5 mana 5/6, ideally, for those, or a 2 mana 3/2, a 3 mana 4/3, a 4 mana 5/4, or a 5 mana. I mean, you can't really get a 6/5 often, but a 6/5 is actually pretty good. I think the higher health is usually more valuable on all of those stat lines, and the effects matter, right? Like just a Spider Tank or a Yeti in this meta just kind of isn't that good. It's not really necessarily good enough. These are all kind of interesting, at least. We finally got an interesting pick. Dragon Caller's fun. It's a fun meme card. It's the worst card here by far because, again, you just look at the stats. It's a 9 mana 3/3. If it summons 1/5/5, you're getting a 9 mana 8/8. A 9 mana 8/8 is not worth it, so you have to get at least 2 dragons. And as you can see, we don't have access to even 1 spell that can proc it, so it's not worth it. If you only have 2 spells in your deck, you're probably not going to draw both of them and cast both of them and want to play the Dragon Caller, so fun card. Fun idea, but more of a constructed card. Vectis is actually a pretty good card. You're getting a 5 mana 6/6 worth of stats spread across 3 bodies. It's not quite as good as a real 5 mana 6/6, but it is decent. Our deck can't really utilize it. We have 1 Death Rattle, but our Death Rattle here is gain 3 life, not Reborn. So a lot of people think that this thing's Death Rattle is Death Rattle, respawn it, and gain 3 life. You'll only get 3 life, you won't respawn anything. Oh, we have the stupid sheep too, which could actually actively be bad, so we won't take it here. Geddon's a great card. The buff on Geddon is very reasonable. A 7 mana 7/7 with a pretty huge upside is a big deal. Constructed. I mean, it's designed to be a card to be played in Constructed. Maybe not hyper competitive, but it's a build around card for a Constructed deck. Devil Sword is just pretty rough. An 8 mana 8/8 that doesn't do anything isn't good. You need Rush, you need Proto Drake to spawn a 7/7, you need Violet Worm to spawn a bunch of 1/1s. You kind of can't invest 8 mana on a card that doesn't do something when it comes down. So it's just kind of a non-starter here. Tidehunter's pretty bad. Again, Ram Commander's Bunker Sergeants kind of dictate what X1s can do in this meta. Demon Hunter's the top performing class, etc., etc. But as it is, it's just not really very good. Initiate is just a better card, even though it's not great either. It at least has the upside of being less mana and potentially the same amount of stats. So here, this is all garbage. Egg is bad. Gatekeeper's bad. Stegatron's bad. We don't really have to go into it too much. You don't really want any of these in your deck. You really are just picking for curve. The synergies really could play out. Some Warlock decks want an egg. Some Priest decks want a Stegatron. You know, if somehow you have like 10 good mechs, maybe you want a Bronze Keeper. But, you know, if you're a Shaman deck with 2 Evil Totems, maybe you want a Bronze Keeper to protect them on curve. I'll take the Stegatron because I think it has the least shit stats, while not, again, being a great card. Gibberer, just a trap card. It tricks people into thinking it's good. If I have to spend 1 mana on a 1/1 every turn and have my 1/1 live and not play my 2/3 and my 3/4 on curve, then I feel like I'm losing. When my opponents do it, I feel like I'm winning. So that sucks. Annoyo's fine, but I'll take Astral Ripped. Our deck really... I think this is an interesting part of the draft discussion. Our deck is really bad. So I don't think you can take middling cards anymore that just kind of do an okay thing. I mean, you might get 1 or 2 or maybe 3 wins, but I think this deck needs to take an Astral Rift, actually, even though it's good. I think it's better than Annoyo, but I think it's good and fun. So I'm taking it because it's fun, but you need to be able to roll a Knight Captain or a Sarah or something. Like, this deck just wasn't offered any of the premium cards so far. I mean, not none, but not at the rate of which you'll see in the average deck. So I think at some point you do kind of have to identify that you need to high roll certain things. And honestly, I swear to God, I don't even think this is a meme pick. Hoarding Dragon's unplayable. Dragon Slayer's in. People do draft them, but a 4 mana 5/6 that gives your opponent's coins is terrible. Berserker's a fine card, but I just don't think you're going to win the game playing Crystallizer into Berserker, into Electrorite, into Ice Revenant when your opponent plays an Evil Totem, into a Bunker Sergeant, into a Wild Paw Cavern. You know, like those type of cards will just trump you. I think you take the Shifting Scroll and, again, try to high roll it and to have it turn into a Rune or a Box, or Flame Strike, or Combustion. Like, there are good cards. They're not offered to us, but we can still find them. I mean, this is particularly... Anytime you break down all the picks in the draft, you are sure to be offered a heaping pile of dog shit. That's for sure. Spellburst, yeah, there's a little value. Spellburst, for sure. Again, you can't play a 6 mana 4/4. We have how many spells in our deck? Like 2? It's just, the stats don't matter. Even if you're drawing cards, it doesn't matter because you played a 6 mana 4/4 and you're gonna lose. Or you're gonna lose it for free to your opponent's bad 6-drop. Like, it gets eaten for free by bad 6-drops. This thing's stats are decent if you factor in all the runs, but the problem with cards like this is your opponent can just ignore them, right? So you don't, it's hard to kill it off. So you play it, they go face, you trade with their 3/2, you have a 2/3, they go face again, you trade with their 4/2, you have a bunch of 2/2s, they go face again and you're dead. It just doesn't really do anything. It looks like it does, but it doesn't. So we'll take an Initiate and not feel happy. But now we will feel happy. So, I don't like Gangster. I've felt it to be quite underwhelming. I think Ancient Mysteries is another underrated card. I'd rather have a card that pulls a card out of my deck for free and can synergize with other cards than take something like Gangster, which I feel is going to be consistently ineffective. But as it is, we get a Mage Scribe and kind of get rewarded for taking a couple of these like cheaper spells. And then again, it's like a high roll potential. So I think people that play a lot could identify that this is not a great deck, but these decks can surprise you because you at least give yourself the opportunity to find the broken cards. So you look for the chance to identify that opportunity as often as you can, I think. Spiteful is really good. Okay, wait, it's not. It's really good if you want your Twitch chat to make fun of you and reveal your Shifting Scroll every time. It's like, you've really got to be revealing Like, you got to be consistently revealing at least a 4 or a 5 cost spell, which our deck unfortunately can't do, so it's kind of a non-starter. But if you want to draft it, it's a fun meme card. You need to have the puzzle, the rune, the flame strike, or at least nothing lower than 4. Because anytime you play a 6 mana 4/4 that summons a 3/2, you're going to lose the game. Electrolyte hasn't panned out the first one, so I'll just take a curve card. We actually don't have that many 2s right now. So if you're going to get a bad card or an underwhelming card, at least if it's a 2-drop, it's a little more palpable. We have 1, 2, only 2 real 2s, and I'd like to end up with somewhere around 5 or 6. Same for 3s. So if you get a bad card, at least have it be a bad curve card. Cogmaster, basically unplayable. It's like an initiate with 0 upside, which is pretty bad because we've been disappointed to take the initiates already. Warbringer, I think, is a trap card also. People like to take this card. Less experienced, lower level players like to take it because you look at the best case scenario. Oh, I'm going to get plus 30 to my hand. The reality is your hand's going to be empty. It might not die the turn you play it, and it really doesn't do anything the turn it comes down again. You need cards that do something the turn they come down or have a big pile of stats for their mana cost. This card doesn't do either of these. So the idea is cool. It's like Legionnaire, but worse, and I don't like Legionnaire. In practice, it just doesn't really perform very well in my experience. And when my opponents play it, I'm usually happy. There's also a ton of freeze in this meta. Somebody just wind chills it. They spend 1 mana to basically freeze it, but effectively it kills it because you die a turn later. We'll take Razor Jaw just because it's a 2 mana removal spell. For Warlock, it might be good. No, that's what. Anytime you say for something it might be good, like it's a trap. You don't draft cards for like how they might be in the most opportune moment when there's a viable alternative to it. That's how you end up with just a pile of junk, and then it's just like, yeah, maybe any card can be good 1 out of 100 times or whatever. You want cards that are consistently good and that give you a lot of options that you effectively are not spending 9 mana on. You want cheaper cards if you're going to get a kind of a situational card like that, like an Astral Rift or a, even something like a Steward of the Scrolls. We'll take the Conjurer because it's very good and it's fun. These cards are both underwhelming. A 2 mana 2/2 is just too understated for a 2. Camel is overstated. We said we needed a 2/3 or a 3/2, but the effect is really bad. So it's kind of like a real... It's like a real shitty design, but it's also well designed in that same capacity. It's flavorful. So you got this overstated minion that you shouldn't really be getting a 2/4 for 2, but he makes all your other minions worse. Also, he's spitting on stuff, so it's kind of funny. He should spit on a random minion, maybe. That might be too good, I guess. But whatever. We're taking Conjurer because we're trying to find puzzle boxes and stuff. Unfortunately, more trash. Goblin Bomb just doesn't do anything. Gorilla's a 4 mana 3/4. If it costs 3, sure, but it costs 4. Anubisath has some stats and some upside. I might just take it, the Gorilla Bot, because I don't really want more 5s. We have 1 mech in the deck. We might be able to find another mech or 2. It's just pretty bad. Alright, you know what? Let's take Anubisath. A 5 mana 4/4 is probably better than a 4 mana 3/4. I'm not sure. Ay. 2 sheeps? 2 sheeps. If I'd taken the other thing, maybe we could take Recycler. I mean, Devourer, maybe? It's not a Proto Drake. We have a couple of cheap spells. It's pretty rough, man. This draft. Oh, God. Okay, so it's not Belinda. Belinda's a fun meme card. You have to, again, have the rune, have the puzzle box. She's dancing around all willy-nilly. These are 2 of the better legendaries you can get, Raz and Alex. It's interesting. We don't have any spell damage. We did get, we do have 1. We didn't get Primordial Studies, which is a really big help for Raz. Either way, you're getting a great card. It's hard to say. I think decks that have a little bit of burn, I like a little more. Like, I don't really like Alex as a heal and keep the game going type of card. It's really more like hit your opponent has 8 less health the whole game. As long as you draw your Alex, your opponent has 8 less health than they think they do. Roz is better. I think they are both very good, and they perform very well. A 5-mana 3/6 that pings a board is really strong. If you ever can do more than 1 damage, it's great. When in doubt, you can kind of just air to take the cheaper card. Or if there's dragon synergies or whatever, you can kind of like have a little bit of flexibility. I don't know. I really like these like power finisher type cards. Just worried because we don't have enough 3s, we don't have enough 4s, so we're really not going to be curving out well. So I think Roz for that reason is probably a little better. We're going to have a hard time filling in turn 3 and 4. Owl, I feel Owl's pretty underwhelming. Geomancer is a card where I would caution people to not get, you know, don't draft a card like Geomancer because you have a Roz. If there's a better alternative. And I do think Infested Goblin is better, if not good. I think it's better. This card's pretty bad. You don't want cards that get free killed by Corporal. Just get eaten by Bunker Sergeant even easier. It's a 2-mana 2/2 anyway, so it gets killed by River Crocs, let alone Corporals. It's not a great card, but I think for our deck it fits the need the most. And yeah, we need a 3 way more than a 5. This 3 is not great either. Underwhelming stats, marginal effect, and a Conjurer is going to help our deck for sure find something, even though the curve's pretty rough. Here, Never Star Aligner, it's a meme card. It can go off, but it's unlikely to. If you have 3 minions with 7 health on your board, you're probably just winning a game of Arena anyway. Sky Talon's fine. I'm going to take Runes. I think it's a nice card to drop in the mid game and slow our opponent down, and a little bit of reach sometimes. Also like cards like this too, because it makes your opponent kind of second guess their plays a little. They might not play their Knight Captain because they're worried it's a mirror, and they play a 3-drop and a hero power instead, and you get even more value than it seems. You kind of like steal an entire turn from your opponent sometimes. Argus is fine. Intellect's pretty bad. I think we'll just take the Argus. Intellect's, it's okay. You can run it. I don't think our deck wants it though. We're going to be behind because of our curve a lot of the time in the early game. And our early game's just not very good. Finally, I actually think all of these are okay. Sorceress is just a good one. I think it fits the need for the deck more than the Protector, but I have been impressed by this card. I just think our deck has too many 5s as it is, so I'm not going to take a card that costs more than 5. Not too many spells to discount is kind of the issue. Not enough 2s or 3s, so Sorceress does help to make sure that you're playing cards in the early game. I'm going to take the Shifting Scroll because I really think this deck low-rolled pretty substantially. You know, even as far as Mage decks go that are hit or miss, I think this deck is a pretty big miss. No Firebrands, no Wand Thieves, no Flame Strike, Runes, Puzzle Boxes. I think you need those cards to consistently win. Did we end up with a Knight Captain? We did. I think this deck can overperform because of some of the random effects we chose. Deck may not be complete trash. Make a new deck. We'll play it out. I think it's a deck that, especially if you're going to break down all the picks like that, it's nice to then kind of showcase how it can perform or not perform. I'm going to set the bet to 5 though. I only really set it to 5 if I really think the decks are going to have a hard time getting there. So we'll see what we can do. You think Shivering's better? Shivering's more consistent. You know what you're going to get, a 1-mana 2/2. But I don't think a 1-mana 2/2 helps this deck as much as a deck where your card quality might make up for, you know, the lack of getting the effect, or you might be able to out-tempo your opponents. It's just, we're really going to get almost no discounts. A lot of the times you're going to be discounting the Shifting Scroll card because we have one already. And yeah, if you're discovering stuff from Conjurer and so on, then yeah, it can be serviceable. But I feel like that card's better when you have things like Build a Snowman. You can play it on 1 and then play Build a Snowman on 2 to actually help you with cards that are in your deck more than your generated cards. I don't want any of this crap, really. I mean, this is fine. Keep scroll. I don't really want to keep scroll in my opener because I want it to turn into a 9 or a 10 drop most of the time, or a 7. The best spells are a little heftier, so having it in your opener kind of sucks because if it turns into something you want, like you're really ideally looking for, you can't cast it. So, which is one of the reasons why the card's kind of bad and inconsistent, but
no more take candles.
But yeah, that's all. I'm gonna go back to like talking about farts or whatever. We got follows from Karma and Kyreem. I don't know who that is, but I think this deck is...
Someone's bound to come this way.
Is it better or worse than the... Darn it. I could play that, but I'm skipping my turn. Like if this was a mirror, I'd coin it out. I think I'm just gonna do this. I know it looks a little wonky, but my nose is really itchy also, so I'm trying to like scratch the inner rim. We can play a bunch of ones, I don't really care. We could actually just taunt this maybe. But this comes from our deck not having a lot of really good 3s or 4s, having to have kind of suboptimal turns here. Back to the memes again.
Reporting for duty.
We didn't get offered a bunker, right? So yeah.
Not on my watch.
I think this is probably reasonable.
Let me work my magic.
I'll help mitigate the Paladin board and the Divine Shield in case he has like a Blessing of Authority or a Blessing of Kings. He doesn't sit with like a 8/8 or a 9/9 or whatever at the end of the turn. Can Ice Barrier give the Rev a buff? Yeah, but
You've got me fired up.
I don't know. And you don't have anything on board either. I mean, you have like a 6/3. It's pretty easy to ping stuff.
Reporting for duty.
For other people, not us. It's not bad at all. I'm gonna wait for more though. Ocean's pretty rough. I'll just take this and kind of re-roll the spell. Okay, after this game I have to shave my mustache. Not shave, I have to trim it. It's bristling my nose too much. It's pretty good. What warrior spells are in? A lot. SI Agent or Bazaar? I think SI is better. I think Bazaar is more fun. I'd probably take it because it's more fun. 1, 2, 3. Ping Combust is a trade. Feels really bad. I feel like we kind of need these type of cards.
Magical.
I wouldn't feel that bad about that turn, except I'm holding a Ice Barrier and an Explosive Sheep. We didn't even get any Arcanologists offered, which kind of could have justified picking up some of the secrets too.
A charming composition.
It's a bit of a bummer. Yeah, Warrior has War Cash is a really good one. Execute is okay. Coerce is really strong. I'm gonna wait. I think we need the
My shield for Argon.
I think we need the guaranteed proc. Spell sim will have a puzzle box, maybe. We're gonna get 3 spells. I think this game is a good showcasing of kind of everything we talked about during the draft, right? Where we have a bunch of bad cards and we get to repeatedly roll for a puzzle box or a rune. And a lot of people, I think, will watch the games and be like, oh, you got so lucky, you got a puzzle box or a rune or whatever. But the process of crafting your deck and kind of optimizing your opportunities to get those things started a long time ago. It's not quite so fortuitous as like, oh, just wow, you got lucky, you got a flame strike. Like, we built our entire deck around the possibility of getting a flame strike. 2 ice blood towers, maybe. I've done that before. They gain 10 armor or lose 5 next turn. Hopefully he free trades. Nope. Nope, that's not what I want. I need him to go face with a 4-2, and then we're in an okay spot. Yeah, okay, but it's better for us. So this is a good example of why you trade. Because now we get to keep a Mage Scribe. It's a pretty big deal. Unfortunately, I'm not doing anything else with the mana. Really want to play that. I have more elementals in the deck. I have Geddon. That's it. Oh no, I have Arcane Devourer. I mean, it's unlikely we're going to upgrade this, but let's just draw a card out of our deck. These random mage decks are the most fun to play. I mean, yeah, you can get a deck like this with a better curve and with a puzzle box or a rune in it, or a Wand Thief, or a Firebrand, or 2, or a Build a Snowman. Like, you can get similar decks with good cards. You can also get them without those cards in your deck. I would argue that those ones are a little more fun to play. 8, 11, 12. So, just the difference of being able to keep this is huge, right? So now he loses his 9-drop and we keep our 8-drop. So, not trading and playing into Flame Strike there was a pretty big deal. It doesn't mean you're going to lose, but you will lose more games on average than you should by making plays like that. Think you could use Sheep to get greedy with a Flame Strike? No, I don't think so. Maybe. But I think anytime you start a sentence with you can get greedy with Flame Strike, you usually regret it. Historically, I used to make plays like that, and then he puts a Pharaoh's Blessing on and you're sitting there holding a Flame Strike and you're like, ooh, I only left him with a 3-2. Oh, he got so lucky to have Pharaoh's Blessing, or he got so lucky to have Bone Mare, he got so lucky to have Blessing of Kings. It's like, well, it's not really luck if you choose to leave it up, right? I think you have to be careful with that stuff. Or, oh wow, now he put a Divine Shield on it. Oh god, now he put a Spike Ridge Steed. There's just always tons of punishes for that stuff. Like as we saw, like the exact opposite, right? Him getting greedy and leaving us with just a 3-3 cost him his 9-drop. So I think you have to be careful with that type of stuff.
I must move quickly. Reporting for duty.
I can't ping my sheep right now. I just realized that, because it's going to be a 2-2. I love Mage. So much random generation. I played 2 Yogg boxes and 1 OTA in one game. Hey, it sounds fun. I'm trying to find some of that stuff. Zir Thirsty. What's up, Zir Thirsty? Pretty bad. This just doesn't really do anything. This doesn't do anything. It gives your Stormwind to the Tiger, which isn't great. Well, I'd rather do that than do this, which does the same thing. Like we could have played this, pinged it, and developed this. 10 mana draw and cast explosive runes. Yeah, I mean, it's not good. It's not good. What is good, what would have been good, is we could have had a nice sheep. Doesn't look like we're getting a sheep right now, though.
Crystallize.
I should have gone face, sorry. Sheep Baron? Yeah, I should have gone face for one though. How many 3s and 4s would you recommend drafting in general? 5 or 6 2-drops? Yeah, I think you want like 5-ish, 5-ish 3s. Sorry, 5 or 6 2s, probably 5 or 6 3s, and maybe 4 or 5 4s. Depends on the meta, depends on your deck, your class, and whatnot. Like Rogue probably needs less 2s because you can dagger. You know, if you got a bunch of 1s, you can miss out on some 3s. If you have a bunch of 1s and 2s, I would say you don't want to draft bad 2s and 3s just to get to a number of 2s or 3s. And I think that that's something that a lot of people do actually do. Like, oh, I have to take this because I need a 3-drop or whatever. And it's like, well, I actually played this one.
Get these off of me.
Where you're like, well, I need a 3, so you're like, oh, I'm gonna pass a Flame Strike for an Infesting Goblin, or I'm gonna pass a Fireball, or I'm gonna pass my 3rd Knight Captain because I need a 2-drop, so I take a River Croc. It's like, well, no, just take all the Knight Captains, and then use those to come back if you're gonna skip 2 or 3 or 4 because you just simply didn't get offered enough. No fake counter spell. Well, what spell is he gonna play? Turn my guys into 1/1s or something, maybe? I think he dies if he does that. He has to do something else. Okay, he did something else. Good for him. I really want to ping his face. Ice Blood only pulls explosive. It actually could pull Shifting Scroll, I think, right? So let's ping, shoot his face, try to set up lethal. I don't want to draw any bad cards. Well, sometimes you have to draft the best of a bad selection, right? You have to make the best choice. Any chance if you make a tutorial for getting Arena Drafting 101? I don't know. Maybe. I don't know exactly how to do that, or what that would entail. Sorry. Ears itching too. Cast Explosive? It might cast Shifting Scroll.
Reporting for duty.
We give up a ping
Drink with me, friend.
to cast it, which makes it less likely that the runes is actually going to kill him.
Next on the chopping block.
Not unlikely, but less likely. 2 ethereals in the deck. Yeah, well, most of our best cards are still in our deck, which is a good sign that it looks like we're going to get 1 win. 2 conjurers, a Raz, and our Shifting Scrolls didn't high roll, and our captains, we didn't draw them early, so. You can? Yeah, cast anything out of your deck.
Victory is yours.
Put a spell on.
I would love a compilation of you drafting different decks. That would be peak education. Maybe one day. We don't do much editing on the YouTube. RefuGeek has a job, and I stream a lot, and I don't know how to do that. So it's kind of tough, but maybe one day. I thought about asking
You asked for it.
Rarin to maybe like
Sorcery will prevail.
do something for us. Maybe pay him or something, I don't know. I think Rarin was looking to edit some extra YouTube videos for people. I really want that card. What am I even looking for in this deck though? I don't really know. Nice game. Yeah, it was a pretty good one. I think this deck's gonna struggle. And we at least won't have Twitch chat Keck Wing us for going 0-3. At the very least, we got 1 win.
Let me work my magic.
This is a better hand though. So now we go 1, 2, 3, and then play a Raz on 4. That's pretty big. Does a draft for every class and explains it compilation.
Makes them tasty.
Was that helpful? Did you enjoy that? Usually, could play this actually and get the trade.
Magical. Voila.
Drafting cards so we have the possibility to high roll. We're not high rolling though. Can I kick W anyway? Yeah, of course. Alright, we're gonna play explosive so that we can coin out Roz. Happy birthday, thanks J-Bay. Yeah, it's my birthday still. Might be on in the afternoon. Might, we'll see what time I wake up or go to bed. I'm kind of tired though. I mean, tomorrow's gonna feel more like my birthday than today to me, personally. It'd be kind of sick. Consecrate every turn. The Mortal Kombat theme song was actually an old Scandinavian church song. It was a Finnish hymn. I did not know that. But it has been my birthday for 4 hours. Is it raining right now? I can't really tell. Hey, Pamela. Finish him. Oh.
Finally, a second.
I share a birthday with Redbeard. It's your birthday today? Happy birthday. Beastie Boy.
A charming composition.
It's kind of sick. This card's just too good to pass.
See me after class.
Right? Like, you might play 2/3 drops or something. I don't know. I mean, he might play like 1/5 drop or something. We hit there, it kills it. I could just play this. I'm just gonna, you know what, I'm just gonna devolve it. Let's ping it.
See me after class.
And wallop him. He might Flame Strike us. We can't really play around Flame Strike. So I'll pseudo play into it by playing another minion, but if he doesn't have Flame Strike, he's gonna die. Happy birthday, red bearded man. Thanks, Elion. Thank you very much. And Dimodius as well. Combustion, okay. It's not Cone. Cone probably is worse for us. Kimu, thanks for the follow. Kimu. And Tramelo. Good to see you, Tram. We have 4, 8. He didn't flame us last turn. I like getting this in, giving him more turns to just draw it and die. But as it is, it's probably better to just develop the board. Maybe try to kill him before Rune of the Archmage comes out.
The courage of man shall not fail.
I like getting it in too. Hey Plex, what does that mean? How'd the bets look? Did everybody bet yes or no? It's pretty close. I think 50-50's pretty fair. If we get a couple wins, we could probably upload this to YouTube with how in-depth we broke the draft down. But I'll look foolish if we go 2-3. 2-0, hey, I'll take it. I think Sek is gonna have a hard time getting wins, as I've said. But we haven't high-rolled shifting yet. We haven't high-rolled Knight Captain or Conjurer. That game we got to get a Roz out on turn 4 that cleared 2 boards, so... That we will certainly be at an advantage when those things happen. Imagine going 12. I've taken really bad decks to 12, but on average, they don't go 12. I think these days, in these metas, bad decks have a harder time kind of overperforming, because as soon as you run into a Wild Paw or a Snowfall or a Ysera or Puzzle Box, you get the loss that your deck probably deserves. I think we'll see more of Ellie without her feller distracting her. Lucky us. That is very lucky. I keep shifting scrolls and opening hand just because I hate to draw them. Is that wrong? It's probably more wrong to draft them. We kind of touched upon in the draft. It's not a good card. It's the type of card I think that thrives when your deck is lower power level. And I don't know if you necessarily want to keep them. I think it's nice to just have 2 cards in your deck that can be a puzzle box or a Rune of the Archmage. And if you just curve out like regular, you'll draw it at some point when you don't need it, and then you can play the game like regular after that. Damn. It's a big deal missing the 2-drop, right? So then we kill this one, then we taunt these. But it, you know, it is what it is. We don't have that many 2s. 1, 2, 3, 4, and they're not great. We don't have that many 4s either. If we could draw an Ice Revenant, be kind of cool. If he kills this and we can spit out the 1/1s, that's probably fine too. Maybe he's disconnected also, and we have better chance to win a game like that. This deck wants to utilize the opponents getting computer viruses.
Little time.
Until that time, I'm gonna go visit Hogwarts. We can play a 3 and a 1. Or we can play a 2 and a 1 and a 1. I think I'll just play the 3 and the 1. Gives us a little bit more mana flexibility in the future. Playing bigger cards and holding smaller cards. So, it's fine. I'm assuming we're gonna Ra's, so having one of the 1/1s down is probably fine. Then if he plays like a 4/4, we can also kill that too now. Less susceptible to bunker also. My opponent disconnected. I wonder if something's up with the server. I don't think so. This guy seems to be here. Make sure you take platform 9 3/4 to get there, Red. Which Hogwarts house would you choose? I don't choose, the hat chooses. But they would probably choose Ravenclaw for me because I'm so smart. Damn. Oh, I guess it doesn't matter that much. He wasn't gonna trade there. So do we Ra's here or do we just play this? I mean, Ra's is pretty strong. Kills the 2/1. It forces him to do something. We could taunt next turn too, maybe, if Ra's is still alive. Joke's on him, you don't have any spells. Yeah, I know, right? Great. They would choose Gryffindor because you're so humble. I could see Gryffindor too because I'm so brave. Maybe Slytherin because I lust for great power. Sorting Hat quizzes always put me in Ravenclaw or Hufflepuff. Oh, I don't want to be in Hufflepuff. Les has got Slytherin written all over him for sure. Zelda's up for sure a Hufflepuff. Poet's a Hufflepuff, I would say. What even is Hufflepuff known for? I think eating pastries, I thought. Gryffindor because you're red-haired? I am never eating Chipotle again. What about you? Oh, Slytherin for sure. Hufflepuffs are loyal and kind. Yeah. Yeah. They have lots of plants in the common room. There you go. I'm a Ravenclaw through and through. I don't know you well enough, but maybe. Ron Weasley streams Hearthstone? Maybe there's a Hufflepuff. I think Hufflepuff's the only class, or the only school I probably wouldn't be in, the only house. Because again, my inquisitive mind, my bold and heroic nature, and also my tendency to make fun of you guys and also lust for power, I think puts me potentially in Slytherin. But I'm one of the cuties from the French school. Yeah, gesticulate for sure. That part, goes without saying. Can I get some spell power out here? Come on. If I play my sheep and ping it, it's kind of nice. I could just ping his guy. I have 5 mana, I'll play that. Yeah, it's probably reasonable.
See me after blast.
I wouldn't be a Slytherin. I want to help others too much. You could never be a Slytherin. Redbeard, bold and heroic. Sounds legit. Yeah, what? I feel like the house sorting system is just flawed because no one is that one-dimensional. People would have parts of every house in them. Well, yeah, that's why the hat just helps. But yeah, people would they could for sure do different things. I don't know why they made Hufflepuff to have like no real skills though. Like it's like, and the rest just went in Hufflepuff. It's like, okay, well, couldn't you come up with something else? Like they were good archers or something? I don't know. I could write my own. I'm gonna write my own Harry Potter book. As far as Gryffindor goes, when it comes to bravery, my motto is, I've never done it before, so I'm sure I can do it. Dang, yeah, you could be in Gryffindor with a motto like that. I think Dreads could maybe work for Hagrid. If people were asking about which house Dreads would be in, as maybe one of his specimens on display. I think it would be kind of cool. It's like one of the hairy beasts. Didn't Pettigrew kill? Whoa, come on, dude. Spoilers. All these spoilers all the time. Did I have lethal? I legitimately didn't count if I did. Just throwing that out there. Not gonna lie, this song is an absolute banger, Zelda. If you don't think so, well, that's okay. We have different tastes. The girl told me I'd go Slytherin because I long for power, but for the sake of good. So it's not clear. I once told a gal that I possessed some long power, and I asked her if I could slither in. She said no. Red, women aren't interested in long back hair. Some are. Just the other day, I went out to the club with women. One grabbed me by the hair on my back and just spun me like a helicopter propeller. Threw me clear across the room. Hurt real bad. Going back to the physical therapist later this week. Hey Zell, did you see our? I can't remember if you saw, but if you didn't. Also, did you wish me happy birthday yet? I forget. Did you see our Genesect V alt art?
Jaina versus Garrosh.
I did. Okay, well, did you want to see it again?
My sorcery will prevail.
You know, I don't have any 4s in this deck. Looks fancy, it is, yeah. That looks awesome. You never read my stuff? Bullshit. Did Brooke open that? Yeah, she did actually. Surprise, surprise. Would it make a nice coaster? Yeah, nice $30 coaster. Fat chance of wasting our big payoff. $30 coaster. Oh no. Don't you dare play a 0 mana 1/1. Look, wait, maybe it's 3-0. That's a nice Yu-Gi-Oh card. I don't think you know what Yu-Gi-Oh is. Although it kind of looks like a Digimon a little bit, but it looks cool, man. You got a boombox. He's breakdancing. You crazy, man. Oh god, these cards suck. Okay, I'm pointing out the Conjurer? No. Yeah. We're gonna need help catching up, so we have to look for something that can bring us back from falling behind.
My God.
Devolving can do that, yeah. So why you can identify you're falling behind here, Zell, is because you just gave up your coin to trade your 5-drop with his 4-drop. That's bad. Now he gets to play a 5-drop again. Potentially uncontested. He had a terrible turn 5, and that's really good for us. So what I'm going to do is just deal with it now while I can. Get him out of here. Could go and play another one of these. But then he's getting value off of this Warsong Commander. Have you read any Kurt Vonnegut? No. I bought a Kurt Vonnegut or two. I bought a book or two because I think I was talking to a gal that was like, oh, I love Kurt Vonnegut. And I'm like, oh yeah, me too. She's like, which ones? I'm like, I don't know, these ones here. Just, yeah, these are my favorites. And she's like, ooh, okay, let's make Whoopi. I'm like, oh gosh. Alright, if you insist.
You want it?
I never read them.
My God.
Instead, I was playing Super Mario Kart with my friend Dan. I'm not opposed. Now I have a lot of time for reading and sitting. We got some issues. That being, I want to play this, but I can't because then it comes back. It doesn't make sense. I could hit and play this. I guess I could play that. Or I can combust it and I can play this. I guess if I'm combusting, I'm gonna ping. I think what I'm gonna do is just use this and then just play this and feel a little bad about it. But feel good that I have 2 minions on board and I went second and I somehow have more cards than him, so. Ping Combustion. If you ping Combustion, you have to play the 2, which isn't bad, but Combustion's a pretty flexible removal spell. Whereas this is just going to run into something and deal 4 at this point, right? I mean, maybe you free kill a 2-3, but at that point, you're probably going to eat the 2-3 with the Combustion when you leave something else at 1 health. But it's not wrong. I think you could ping Combustion there. Lasno? Akame, Alez. Oh, come on, Alez. Take that money back. I owe you, but thank you very much. To Lasno, happy birthday. And Alez, come on. Vino Spumoni, Beastie Boy, Peter, No Space, and Civ. Why didn't Mike Tyson buy the new PlayStation? Because he's an ex-boxer? Oh, because he ran out of money because he used to box? Happy birthday, Stinky. Ah, come on. Only parts of me stink. This deck doesn't look that bad. I think this deck is deceptive. And I think it has deceived you. If this deck was 0-3, I think people would easily say, oh, well, the deck stinks. But when the deck's 3-0, it looks better. When your opponent plays a 2-3 on turn 5, oftentimes your decks look better. What I'd say is Mage has the capability of getting Firebrand, Arcanologist, Puzzle Box, a bunch of like really premium cards. And we didn't get them. Proto Drakes for the late game. I think you typically can just look at how many bad cards you have rather than like your 4 or 5 good cards to have a better idea of how your deck could likely perform. So cards you would never want to draft would be 1, 2, 3 probably. Almost never. 3, 4, 4.5, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Like a third of this deck, you probably would be just happier taking Spider Tanks. And I think that that's a bad indicator for the deck. Happy birthday. Hey, thanks so much, SK. One more win for the believers. Happy birthday. Hey, Cam. How are you, Cam? Cam, did you see what we opened? I don't know if you saw this one. I'm gonna show it again.
Versus Thrall.
It's a beautiful dancing robot bug.
My sorcery will prevail.
Cool. I don't really want that. I mean, maybe I do. I guess I do. If he plays an evil totem, I'll be happy to have it, I suppose. I'm good. How are you, birthday boy? I'm great. Ever thought of doing a chat draft? We've done them before. They are... Oh my god, something just moved in the back of my pants. I think my shirt ruffled or something, but...
Let me work my magic.
Chat drafts usually take a really long time. And, chat takes the same cards I take because I like taking the fun cards. I think chat drafts are better on other streamers' channels where they normally don't take the fun meme cards and chat wants them to. Whereas I like to take them for myself. I asked my dad why grown man would play Pokemon Go. He said, why not? Why not? I don't get, is that a Pokemon? Why are my channel points called farts? I let chat name them. I think Alez riled them up that day. It's like, come on everybody, we're gonna pick farts, and then we'll pretend like Redbeard something has to do with the farts in the future. And then I remember people being like, what? No, no one will buy that, and yet they did. I'll take the hit. I don't want him to buff it. I don't know how he can, but I'm sure he can, right? There's probably a buff or two.
Let's give him a wolf's welcome.
Red doesn't like Hufflepuff when I said he should be one, because he's a very good guy. I thought you were a Pokemon expert, not these new wine nut Pokemons. So come on. What you're saying is that you're into farts. Yes, precisely. No, I'm not saying that. I would never say that. I would say that the character of Redbeard, long ago, chat implied that Redbeard would be into farts. And sometimes when you're starting out a Twitch stream, you kind of have to embrace chat's tomfoolery before you can really make a name for yourself and make an identity for yourself. Sometimes chat dictates their own stupidity and you just have to go along with it. Don't think that was even very good for him. Pulling a secret out for free would actually be decent.
Into the breach.
If I can get one good draw here, it's a pretty rough draw. We only have 1 8 and 2 7s. But if we could pick up like a Mage Scribe or something, this curve sort of turns okay. You're saying it's all been a fraud? You don't like farts? This is a lie. What really happened is this started as a BFP reaction channel. Don't put that into the Redbeard wiki. Can I also see the Redbeard wiki? Has there been any updates to it? I don't know how to access it.
Magic is not
I mean, he could hex it, which is fine. I prefer if he didn't. But then he doesn't hex the Stormwind, and we get to continue bopping him in the skull for a bit, right? And that's nice too.
I don't have enough mana.
Behold the might of Stormwind!
I'm gonna just hit it. I don't want him to play the Stormbringer, his own thing, start an evolution, unstable, or a war gear or something. I don't want all that to happen to us. He's a history revisionist. Me? I don't think so.
You win this one.
Alright, I guess we went 5. That's pretty good. Oh, we win 5? Yeah, duh. Duh, Redbeard. Let's set up another bet. I think it's important to gamble. I'm gonna set the bet to 8. I clearly didn't think the deck would go 5, so bet accordingly. You guys can have 2 minutes on 8. And I will thank good old Who's Next for the follow while we wait for the bets to trickle in, because TK Smalls was kind enough to gift us an entire booster box of Fusion Strikes. We're gonna open an extra one right now. And Alez is here. So I think Alez comes in. I really appreciate the support and the happy birthday wishes. He's too kind to me, even though, you know, as he told me, I'm a verifiable old lump of coal. I'm gonna dedicate this pack to him and his good energy, because so far this box hasn't really given us the best stuff yet, but you never know. What the F was that host? Did somebody host us? Here we go. I'm gonna queue up too. I believe I said you're less than a worm. I appreciate that. Wait, less than a worm or more than a worm? Copperjaw? Get him out of here. Why do we get the fastest queues if we're opening a Pokemon pack? We should do this at 12 wins. Darumaka, Galarian Darumaka. For my birthday, I just want this to... Oh, I love this track. I just want them to focus. Oh, Growlithe. Welcome back, Growlithe.
My sorcery will
Phalanx. Is that a reverse? No. Here's our reverse Twitch chat. Chansey. I think we have that, but it's beautiful. She was hosting someone else. Then I got back here. Maybe. And Grim Snarl holographic. We've opened up all the holos and the non-holos today, so that's good. We're just saving all the awesome cards for later. Right? Again, not a Keck W, really. Not a Pog. Just give it time. Please don't exploit my energy. I already opened up a golden legendary boson. Is that his name? I don't think it was. Okay, I'm keeping a pile to show Smalls all the things we got from his box. Also, it's more fun to open dud Pokemon packs when somebody else gives them to you for free. Just throwing that out there. Maybe you get kind of like a pseudo dud. It's you know, whatever. Smalls bought this. So loud. This track is loud. I always remember that. It's a little louder than normal songs. It's cool. I'll just talk less during this game.
Magical. Voila!
Do you resell these? No. Sexy Batch. Wait, where's Sexy Batch?
The light protects me.
I've got an idea!
I guess I could have played a 1 in ping too, huh? You're gonna coin. I want to have to coin Roz though.
Such a beautiful sheen.
Not on my watch.
That Discord used to slap. Yeah, back when Gesticulate was posting his arse in the channel. You're right, Alez. We demand more arses.
What's the gem?
True mastery takes
What's
dedication.
the gem?
I mean, you could play this, but probably just trade it to your guy then. That withers in the corner like a Christmas tree with 2 ornaments. 3, thank you. 3. It's almost time to retire the Christmas tree.
Alliance pride now.
These cards don't really help me. Not really sure what we're gonna do here. Man, the Walkman going nuts eating this save.
Who is next on the chopping block?
You could add a 9/9 though, right? Oh, he's going base. Wild. If I could find it evolving missiles. Didn't get it evolving.
Let me work my magic. Shield for Argon.
Guess I can hit this one, huh? How do I win? I think I need to go face. My cards just don't do anything. They're not going to beat a buffed hand. I need him to... I guess he gets to buff this back up, huh? Okay. I guess.
Reporting for duty.
Yeah, we can't beat that.
This marks the spot.
Lexina? I want to post some fashion in the fashion home improvements. Is it gone? Did Poet delete it?
Your presence offends me.
Good job, sir. Are you talking to me or him?
The breach.
Die, landlubber.
I remember we used to get new channels because people were excited to post new things. I don't know, man. I feel like we need to ditch another channel or two. Is that just me?
Your presence offends me.
I feel like I go into other people's discords and there's so many freaking channels I can't even figure out what to do or where to go. I need help. What do I need? The sheep? Is the sheep enough? No.
Power overwhelming.
Let's get rid of announcements. People always get mad when I forget to do them.
Put a spell on me.
Tarantula Graham's Discord's poppin' and has a lot of channels. I love Graham. I'm in his Discord. Aren't I? I'm in it. Tarantula Graham. Welcome to the zoo. Food pics, sports, memes, funny, TG13. Keep it TG13. It's pretty good, to be honest. Never thought I would say that. We just need to light the Discord fire again. We just need an Alez contribution to the ass to the ass section. And that alone would probably be good.
Jaina versus Jaina.
Knowledge
If that Graham was my
is
Graham,
power.
I'd fight you.
My sorcery will
I'd lose, would be my guess. Maybe cull the ass and boobs part and make a SFW channel for selfies. Is the boobs? I don't actually control the Discord, thank you very much. Tuna made the ass section and the
Happy
boob
Feast of
section.
Winter Veil.
I barely even know the guy.
Happy Feast of Winter Veil.
I don't know why I'm being held accountable for Tuna's lust for ours.
I lead from the front. Drink with me, friend.
Unlikely that he's not going to capitalize on this, but at the same time, there's not really anything we can do, so...
Go through.
Happy birthday, Red. Hope you suck a lot of toes today. The only toes I'll be sucking will be my own toes. Did you see what we opened earlier? Kripali, can you just settle down? Yeah, that's not a big deal. I know. Just the sickest thing you've ever seen. Skipping my turn. An absolute tragedy. Awesome. Yeah, you know what else is awesome? It wasn't from this booster box, which we're going to be opening up intermittently throughout the next few days. And it wasn't from this elite trainer box for celebrations that we're going to be opening up at other times. So those will probably have more alternate arts for us because it's my birthday and I'm feeling lucky. I need to find a comeback card. I don't know if we'll make it to 10, but maybe. Still haven't bought a VMAX Climax or a Shiny Star V-Box, no. Not yet. He drew one? Dang. Dang. That's not a good draw. I'm screwed. Where's my birthday hat? I don't know. Thought about getting one, but then I didn't. I mean, it could be mirror. There's not anything I can do about it. Could get a flame strike here. This is the only play I can make.
Who is next on the chopping block?
Happy birthday, my friend. I wish you all the best. Thanks, W. Naughty. We're naughty. Naughty boy. When is the hat's birthday? It must be almost 2. Probably older than that, actually. Look, Alez, this hat, it's gonna be coined and minted as a physical NFT. Damn, laptop. Are you posting on a laptop? I'm really happy he's trading, because if I can make it to Puzzle Box turn, that'd be delightful. I have anything to ping.
A charming composition.
Really? Okay, we might actually get to Puzzle Box. That's just pretty cool. My hat starts to smell obnoxious after mere months. Yeah, all your thick, luscious hair probably stinking them up. That one must have rings like Saturn. When you put it that way, that sounds disgusting. Sounds disgusting when you put it that way. It's your birthday now, or was it last night? No, it's my birthday now. Now is my birthday. What das hell? So what is he playing here? I'm confused. Ice Barrier and Flame Ward? Why? Why did he play both of those? Yeah, it's my birthday for 4 hours. It's been my birthday for 4 hours.
What a magic moment.
Free puzzle.
Not tolerate
1.
insurrection.
A 2. One of mine. Nice. If I could kill some of his guys, that would be delightful. Yeah, alright. Neato. Killed something. Neato. Wow. Give me armor. Okay.
I will not tolerate insurrection.
That one. Okay. I'll take it. Not the worst puzzle I've ever seen. Certainly not. Suddenly winning. Taz.
Science overwhelmed.
This is what we call suddenly winning. He casts his Flame Strike. He says, oops. He casts his Comb. He says, oops.
I will not tolerate insurrection.
Oh, you're gonna tolerate this erection. Alright, my friend. I know we can puzzle again, but now is not the time. It will be the time later, but now is not the time.
My shield for Arthur.
Next turn. Had a phone call and I missed the bet. You should have just never answered. Unplugged your phone and thrown it into the Aegean Sea. Or the Liverpool puddle. Welcome to this tree
I will
army.
not tolerate insurrection. I will not tolerate insurrection. My hand is too full. Thank you so much. How enchanting. What a magic moment.
So many trees.
How enchanting.
You can't puzzle. I can always puzzle. Oh, was I overloaded? You're right. I can almost always puzzle.
I will not tolerate insurrection.
Let's get a puzzle box this turn.
What was that?
That's single-handedly combating deforestation. I'm collecting all the trees to be used at a later date in time for other things. I got 4 damage there. It's pretty good. Six wins with a seeping pile of doggy doo. I'll take it, man. It's a good example of what we talked about during the draft. This run's going up on YouTube. I mean, I'm not in charge, but if it does, I think that, you know, the explanation, deforestation, vibrations have kind of panned out.
Judgment begins.
6, I think, has exceeded all my hopes and dreams for this one. I don't want any of this stuff. You're starting a petrified forest localized entirely in your own living room. Stop pointing out a 1-1, right? No way. Can you please explain the in-depth strategy behind winning that game? We talked about it. I know you're making fun of me, but I'll talk about a couple things, actually. Like, true, honest discussion is, one, we drafted these cards that can turn into puzzle boxes and confine puzzle boxes, and they turned into puzzle boxes and runes, just like we talked about. In addition to that, he overtraded a bunch. He had the board, he had the game kind of, you know, he had the advantage. He kind of he overtraded, which let us make it to turn 9 and 10 and have the capabilities of busting up his board with these busted cards. I don't know what his mentality was. I didn't see his hand. It's hard to say, but it feels like he overtraded. He had a Cone of Cold and a Flame Strike in his hand, or at least in his deck, and somehow he was trading off the board and not pushing damage. So why? Right? Your volume just went way down? You think so? It doesn't sound like that's the case.
What to do?
Let's do this.
Magical.
Ooh la la. Alright, let's play this one.
You don't pick
Maybe it's just me. I went back up now. Sounds fine to Taz. Come on. Sounds fine to Taz, and she usually hates it. There's usually stuff in her ears and It's- Okay, something bad happened.
True mastery takes dedication.
We played this damn bridge. It's tough to beat the bridge. I can listen to you drone on for days. I was gonna make a joke. I was gonna make one of those inappropriate jokes. But I didn't. So I just thought about it. I just chuckled to myself. You know that I like to do that. One of my favorite things is chuckling. Hear me out, if I can get the 0 cost guy, the 1 mana guy, we're gonna blow this popsicle joint.
A charming composition.
We'll never be blessed with a joke. No, now it's too late. I already hyped it up too much. We got the lab recruiter, we just win the game. Now we have to play Hearthstone, so I guess we take this. And I guess we hit here? Right? Guess we hit here. And we hit here. Like how I read that this deck was shit. It is shit. It has some busted cards. Now we just have to play another 3 turns and we win. It looks like we're gonna make it 3 turns. Geddon, which should be strong.
Reporting for duty.
It's not. It should be, but it's not.
My powers are never truly lost.
Reporting for duty.
How big is that and why? And devolving would be nasty. I could still find it, right?
You want it? I got it.
Never lucky. Did you just get wretched packs for birthday or what? Yeah, mostly. That's what I like. I like wretched packs. Wretchedpacks.com. Wretchedpacks.com. Such wretchedness becomes them. Come on.
Love a good study session.
You and Brooke could do something fun. She's got class till 12, and then again at 4. So I'm not sure, but I think I might jump on in the afternoon and hang out for a bit, depending. We're gonna finish this run, and we're gonna finish this run. And then, I don't know, maybe I'll sleep. How many years have you been traversing this rotten world? I just turned 34. I was talking to chat earlier. I texted my sister. Oh, she texted me, happy birthday, I love you, you know, I miss you. And I said, yeah, thanks. We're old now. And she told me, we've been old. Like, yeah, that's true. We're no longer getting old, we're just old. Red's been promised crocodile jerky. I thought that was a sex move. Discovering runes and acquired skill or innate. Happy birthday. Hope you have a great day. Well, if you watched the first 4 or 5 games of the run, you'd say, Red, how come you can never discover it? And now we discovered a bunch. So I guess if you just discover a whole shitload, you'll get it sometimes, and other times you won't. What matters more is we got 7 wins with this deck. We had 3 infinite runs and a terrible Paladin deck go 5. This is a win for our Hearthstone career, I think. I'm gonna go pour another whiskey and cola. You're one day older than my wife. Happy birthday. Hey, thanks. Tell your wife I said hello, but in a non-rude way. I just mean, hi. I don't know. How can we have a 1-minute queue at 7 wins? Arena's dead. Nobody will watch Red anymore. I'm out. Later, swag. My wife shares my dad's birthday. Tell your wife her feet look profound. Refuse to elaborate. It's my baby sister's birthday. Congrats to both of you. Thanks, Fat Baz. Thank you very much, sir. Let's got to 7 wins, yeah, Zoni. You said, and I quote, Reg, you'll never do it. You can't possibly do it. You have no skills. Well, that explains that. Come on, Blizzard, I'm trying to get some wins here. 1 minute for a 7-minute. For a 7-win queue, that seemed weird. How many packs did we open? We opened 6 packs from Smalls' delicious box he sent us. We got 4 hollows and 2 non-hollows. Uh-oh. Smalls gonna have to ask for his money back. Fun's over, guys. 34 years in a row. Fun's never over. Not when Redbeard's here playing everybody's beloved Hearth. You know, 3:37. I started listening to the Encanto soundtrack because I had no faith in this deck, and I come back and Red's lack of skill was somehow overcome by this amazing deck. Happy you're still streaming, I'm happy you're here, man. What is Red watching? Whatever that link was, 34 years in a row. We didn't disconnect again, did we? I never saw Clerks. I don't know. Kevin Smith? I don't know, man. I read the synopsis and watched some clips from Walrus, and I'm out. I'm out on Kevin Smith. Can I just play? It's my birthday. And I wants it. Electrolyte, a noob sat sentinel, kill me. Yeah, right? Yeah. I love you. Yeah, that's a good joke though. I like it. Because I don't stink, but your message implies that I do. I like it. I mean, physically, actually I don't really stink that bad. If I'd put it good enough for his birthday. Oh god, I just punched the mic. No, I kind of actually smell kind of good. You need to have a high degree of intelligence to understand the humor in Kevin Smith's films. Roz plus spell power did 12 damage to one mage. You couldn't remove it, yeah. But he also played... So he played a 3-mana 2-1 that spits out 1/1s on 3. And then turn 4 he played a 3-2 and pinged. Panged? We want to keep one of these, but not both. Or we just get a good curve and we keep both, and that'd be great. Maybe not. Panged, yeah, we panged. Like, we could have won with a Yeti, right? We could have won with a Bunker Sergeant into a Yeti, probably. Problem is, this deck doesn't have a Bunker Sergeant. It's only got one Yeti in the deck. We didn't have it, but luckily it does have a Roz. Clerks is a bunch of fart and dick jokes. Are those good? If you read this comment out loud, you must have an exorbitant amount of intelligence. I kind of feel like I do. Wait, what happens if I play 2 of these? Oh, nothing, right? It's just still a net. It's like a net break even or something. Hitting his guy is actually worse for us, probably, right? If he's bumping and pinging, or healing, sorry, I'm cool with that to just trade. I don't like that I drew more 5s and a 7. But that was kind of, I mean, we kept 2 5s, so partially our own fault.
The doctor is in.
Could just bump it, play this, and ping. I think I'll do that. Or we can hit there and ping. Maybe I like that, actually. I'm not sure. But I can see him going there, healing, and then setting up a Night Captain. I can see him going here, like, removing this, and then setting up a Night Captain. We got raided by Aura? Oh, crap. I better stream for a lot longer. I better... Oh, I actually have, like, a good run going. I know you guys are used to the bald man, but it's just me, Redbeard. Harry. Happy birthday. Thanks so much, Aura. Look what we opened. People sent me some Pokemon cards. I know you love Pokemon cards. Well, I think you still do. Sometimes people like them for like a day or a week. We got a Genesect alt art and a Golurk alt art in the last couple of days. And then we've opened 6 packs today. All crap. All crap. Saved by Orator, yeah. Yo, Aura, you're my favorite Mario streamer. Oh crap, it's my turn, sorry. I'm over here farting around with my friend Orator.
Who is next on the chopping line?
Congrats, which set is Genesect? Fusion Strikes. So this actually wasn't from this booster box, but somebody, a kind and devoted viewer, sent me a booster box of Fusion Strike. So after this game, if you're gonna hang out for a game or two, I can open one. He said I could open them whenever the heck I wanted. But I'm sure we've shouted out Orator. If you guys don't know, Orator does play Hearthstone at the beginning of most Hearthstone Arena at the beginning of most Hearthstone expansions. Also variety games, but mostly Mario Maker, like consistently. Does viewer levels, I think, Saturday. I think Panda's here. You may have played some of Panda Cry's levels. A lot of the Mario Maker streamers play his levels. And other people's too, of course, but he makes apparently like really good and hard levels. We talk about the Mario scene a bit. We getting a Pokemon card review. You want a Pokemon card review? I'll give you a Pokemon card review.
You want it?
Puzzle box. Let's take the ping.
Off with their head!
And that card's too good to leave up, unfortunately. Or his favorite levels are from a gentleman named Leto. I'm assuming they're just super troll, and it angers him, I hope. I hope. But I do appreciate the raid. I do highly recommend Orator if you like any Super Mario content, variety content. And we try to raid Orator when he's playing Hearthstone Arena. Not exclusively, but I try to raid Orator when he's playing Arena because it's fun to see my friend playing Arena. I like to just go and hang out there while he's playing. Where's the boss? He's my boss. He signs my paycheck. I bought a Homelands display a few years ago because they were dirt cheap. Used most of the boosters for a draft. I have a few unopened, just checked. And they go for 12 per booster. Yeah, Homelands is like the worst. But even old stuff like Homelands is valuable. Homelands is pretty doo-doo though. He's not trading with the Knight Captain? That is barbaric. There's no way that could be right.
My shield.
Off with the head!
Hey, thanks, Crouton. Birthday present, same birthday presents every month. 28 months, my God, that's a long time to be subbed to a wretched dude. I do want to say thank you very much, Crouton. Thought Mr. Bezos signs your checks. Yeah, but he gets Orator's approval. Come on, let's be honest.
You have better.
I don't know why you would ever push 4 damage and leave a Knight Captain up, but now he probably will have second thoughts. Alright, let's try to get another win. I don't know if Orator's still here. Oh, I said I would open a pack. Alright, let's queue up. Let's open one, because we got Orator and we haven't got anything good. He might be doing, you know, streamer stuff. I know what streamers get up to after the stream. So sexually charged, playing Mario and Hearthstone all night. Prediction for 12? Yeah, let's get a prediction for 12. Was the bet for 8? It was for 8? Why not, I guess. Did you say you eat your shoe if this goes 12? Yeah, I did. I think we said 12-0. 12-0? I could make a concession for a 12-1. We win 12 games. You did. I did. Boil the shoe, mash the shoe, stick it in your mouth. Oh crap, I'm gonna have to throw the last game. I don't have that many shoes left, I'm a streamer. Okay. We're gonna queue up now, because the queues usually take a while, right? Alright, here we go. For my friend Orator, in honor of his raid, of course, we get a fast queue. Hariyama. Breloom. Streamers don't need shoes. They are all in-house all the time. I go for walks to buy groceries. Because my Lamborghini's been in the shop for 4 years. Drillbur. Bunnelby. Oh baby, here we go. Mudkip. You excited, Kripali? You gonna be jealous when we get something cool? Probably. Caterpie. Sliggoo. I made a little bit of Sliggoo earlier. And here we go. Arcanine. Dude, this box is cursed. It's cursed. I mean, I like Arcanine, but certainly this box has been cursed by the Poke Gods. With 7 packs, 3 non-hollows and 4 hollows. Nothing. Oh god. Nothing more, but nothing less. Don't sucker me. Queues usually take a long time. Ay, ay, ay. Sometimes if you get nervous, things go a little quicker. Nice reverse hollow. Yeah, I don't really like Sliggoo. It looks cool. I don't really know what it is. I don't know. It's a dragon? That's kind of cool, I guess. Oh man, Smalls was upset that the first 3 or 4 packs had duds, and I told him not to worry, that they'd get better. How wrong I was. I have to give him an update. Dun, 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 dun. They CT scan those packs before selling them, maybe. but somebody gifted them to me, so it's okay. It's all, you know, we're in the black still. Usually we're in the red, but not this time. Like, it only takes one. You just have to get one cool card or two. It'll be alright. I mean, maybe. I'd estimate the total cost, the total value of those cards to be around $4,000. Congrats, yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much, Orator. He also sent this, which I know you're a little more familiar with. Celebrations ETB. We got the Charizard the other day. So now we have everything. Not everything, but we have the Charizard. And that's cool.
Time grows short.
Hey, tennis. I hope so. Orator did pretty well. What did he open? I got in trouble with my own Twitch chat for watching Orator open packs. I didn't tell them I was watching Orator, but
Let me work my magic.
I was watching Aura open packs while I was streaming and not reading. And then Les got mad at me. Snickers, thanks for the follow. King Cause, good to see you. What do I do with them? I put them in my binder. Last time I opened was shit. A lot of times chat thinks it's good, but they don't know anything. Or they think it's bad, and they don't know anything. The thing I've noticed is chat very rarely knows anything. Huh, I wonder what card he's gonna play. Fucking hate that card. Get that crap out of my sight. Anybody have their Pokemon cards from 1999? I do. Banger alert. Oh crap, I think I just bent that Charizard in half. Duke Rockington. What up, Duke Rockington? Oh my god, Red's huge. 5 followers and primes. Oreo-shaped Oreo. I'm gonna actually save that and buy those. Buy those followers. That account was made in 2016. I think that's a real person. You know what crap piece of paper look like, and you sir are looking like the owner of a toilet paper company. They don't sell toilet paper with crap already on it, do they? Seems counterproductive.
I got it.
Dark Dragonite. Damn, that was legendary to find.
With every strike, we will strike back harder.
Second thing I used to buy were Japanese 5th edition displays. Same reason, dirt cheap. They're now over 1.5k each. Should have shelved some of those. Yeah. Yeah. Could have been as wealthy as, I don't know, someone very wealthy. Exclusively use factory lit matches. I just make my own fire. Hey, could you imagine like Orator and I just being best friends in real life? Never responding to each other's texts, never calling each other, forgetting each other's birthday in the future. You know, every time we talk about, you know, every time we meet up, we talk about the good old days. Never make any new memories. Be delightful. My favorite friends I haven't talked to in years. It's great.
Private Shorty reporting.
Private Farty. Doesn't do anything. What if I trade? No. I think I just have to play this and feel kind of bad, I think.
What to do? What to do?
I'm undead, not dead.
Just lose it, but it's fine. Your chat is your friend too. Is that really what the Oxford Dictionary says that a friend is? I talk to chat every freaking day. And I don't return your guys' calls, but you guys call me all the time. So let's go back to the tool shed. I don't know, but I gotta pee quite badly. Oh my god, I can't even cast this now. How can one man be holding so much crap? Back then, we couldn't know how the card would look, so when somebody played a very rare one, the legend spread around the town. Like, did you hear? There is X person that has X card. True. I always had the card. Happy birthday. Thanks, Tingle Mango Man. How many packs did we open? We have... Oh god, 4 non-hollows? Oh, we opened 8 packs. Oh no. That's not good. T Napa, what's up Napa? I've been watching some more Game of Thrones. In season 2, I believe my favorite parts are the scenes with Arya and Tywin. Yeah, all the Tywin scenes are so good. Tywin's great. Brooke and I just finished season 5. Arya's your favorite character? Minor spoilers, but Arya's character gets dragged through the dumps like the last half of that show. Pretty much all the Bravos and Return from Bravo stuff is just shite. Fuck D&D, yeah. Yeah, fuck them. Ruined our beloved Game of Thrones. Isn't this guy sniping? He can't be sniping, can he? Redbeard, do you have Charizard 1999? Of course!
I like to think
Of course! PSA 10. Gem Mint, first edition. That one's in the safe. Okay, I don't actually have one of those. Don't anybody come beat me up or anything. Also, these ones are kind of chewed up and beat up a bit. Play this and ping it? It almost does the same thing. It lets you push 4. But I don't really care about pushing 4. Oh, I still get to push 4. I just turned these 2 cards into a Flame Strike. The thing is, I won't have a Flame Strike later. But that's okay, because I might have a puzzle box or something. Awesome and congrats, thanks. Thanks, I did a great job opening it. I did, okay, I'm not gonna lie, it's Brooks, but that's fine. It's near me, so it gives me its Charizard-y energy. I, personally, am not the biggest fan of Charizard. I like Blastoise more. I thought the water starters were always far more serviceable. Wow, he's at 11. My girlfriend has a crush on Pedro. Just really hype for Umbrella, weight of massive talent featuring Nicolas Cage as himself. I don't know what any of those words are. If you ran the Sentinel into the Robe and Shooting Starred and cleared most of his board, yeah, but then I'd be stuck with a, it's a downgraded hero power. I'd be stuck with a sheep in my hand. I don't want that.
Magic is not a toy. Do not lose these.
Hi, Hearthstoner. Welcome to the House of Texas Red. That's me, apparently. Doot doot. I gotta pee real bad. Wait, we heard this earlier, didn't we? Broody got excited. He always gets excited when this one comes on. I'm feeling optimistic about our chances to win this game from this position here.
A charming composition.
Time grows short.
Oops. Wasn't right.
Be careful with that.
That last ice barrier kind of sucked. Any other secret would have been cool. Mirror, explosive, counterspell. 2 ice barriers sucks. What'd you get, Deathwing? Astral Rift.
I yield for now.
Alright, I like the Deck of Wonders. Me too, it's fun. Kinda wish we could have got it out or whatever. Alright, I gotta go pee real quick, and then we'll continue. I'll queue up, because some of these queues take a bit.
Jaina versus Tyrande.
You give me strength. My sorcery will prevail.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, sure. This is a strong card. What are we doing? Do 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 do.
Everything the light touches.
Quick queues tonight? Were they quick? Felt like I wasn't gone that long and I almost missed my mulligan. I didn't think I was gonna miss my mulligan, but I went over there also. I peed, but I also trimmed up like 17 mustache hairs, which I think were giving me problems. To go a little bit lower, actually. This one?
Can't go round, gotta go through.
I think I'm gonna do this. Because I'm kind of tied up on mana. 5, 5, 4, 5, 4, 5, depending on how things line up. We have a better chance, I think, of getting Roz to line up well if we put the 1/1 down. Looks like we're gonna get chewed up anyway, though, but problem. That is a problem, actually. Trade and just coin this. It's not really doing anything else. If I could clear them both, I would. I think we'll just do this.
You want it? I got it.
Take the flame. Fireball's cool. I just feel like we're not gonna burn a priest out at 9 wins too often. Whereas Flame Strike's always gonna kill something, right? Especially if we can get some value going. It's actually awkward because the fact that this pings at the end of the turn makes it so that he can heal, which is worse for us. I need to kill this one. If I play this, and he bumps and doesn't heal, then I can play this and this to clear it. Maybe. I mean, I can do that. If those things happen.
Light cannot exist without the dark.
Okay, well, no, I can't do that, which is rude. Turn sucks, which is a bit of a problem. You might not have 1 damage. I'd have to have this go off to have any chance to win, I think. But I also have no play, so I think I have to play it and hope that he doesn't have 1. I think. That's not good. Oh crap, is Twitch chat still here? Or did my Twitch chat break? Yeah, I don't think we were getting out of this one no matter what we did. It's tough. Maybe. He does not get to do anything this turn with this. Did you 1 spell? Did you 2 spells? Maybe it's a Shadow Word Death and some other crap. We died? Your Twitch chat broke. I hope not. How did we do with chat today? It's been kind of slower chat numbers. Zelda's, you know, oh, we got a lot of chat though. It's your birthday though. You expect chat to like really come through, and they did. Oh, chat did. I've tried not being squirt. Really? Oh, I guess if he gets another one, he can actually do it, right? Interesting. I think what we're really in the business of is trying to prolong the game so this can turn back into a puzzle box or a rune. Just not really sure how we're gonna do that right now. These cards aren't great. There's not very cash money of him. I wish we had been able to get it to go off. Even if it gives you crap, you're like, oh well. At least I got to cast the puzzle box. I don't have any qualms. Is that going 9? That's money in the bank right there. This generous booster box gifted by TK Smalls. That's money in the bank right there. Wow, really? I cannot kill that before I Flame Strike yet. Now I can. Oh, delightful. Do I do that though? If I don't, I die. Which is kind of bad. Oh man, it's actually kind of interesting. Because I'm not really sure how you win once you do it. But you can do it, and it's good. If we had like a bunker sergeant. No, because then he'd have the big minions still. Alright, we kind of have to do it. I can't go wide. He's just going to chew me up with this. So I Shooting Star.
Eradicate.
I should have played this. Whatever.
Let me work my magic.
it won't live. So it's fine. It doesn't matter. It only gets 1 buff, so it's perfect. Initiate first? Yeah, second. Second. I forgot. I thought I have 2 I have one that buffs every time and one that buffs once. So my mind associates them together. Didn't see that one? Yeah, that was our line. It's our line to mitigate the board and probably live for a few more turns. But maybe not win. I'm not sure if we have a line that really like gets us close to winning. But more draws mean maybe a shifting scroll. That's worth something, so. Whiskey associates them together. No, just me. I make similar brilliant plays when not inebriated.
Behold the might of Stormwind!
But we only drew 1 spell. It's kind of good, I guess. Writing initiate's second on my palm. His hand is so full. His butt is so full. It's got what's known in the business as a full butt. Alright, I just don't want to let my friend TK Smalls down too much. So I think we ought to open another one and then one at the end of the draft. And then, you know, we call it a night after that. I'm just start opening it. His butt was full of trees. Yeah. Is this a tree? Oh, yeah, maybe. Eight-hour stream incoming. We're gonna make it to about 8 no matter what. When you get the fat Orator raid, it's kind of like you're like, oh, I should probably stay on. And maybe we'll draft one, do a couple games with the next deck. We have Pokemon cards. We have whiskey and cola. We have our friends here on my birth, on this, the day of my birth. This deck is nuts. Yeah, you expect that at 9 wins. Our deck is not nuts. Our deck is fine. It was probably better than I thought, but not good. I thought we'd have a hard time getting 5. It's 8 cards. You're sure you don't want to cast one? Happy birthday. Thanks, BioSage. You don't look like you were born today. I was born this day 34 years ago. Alright, chat. You guys want to play honest questions? I can answer questions honestly until the start of the next game. I can't give you my bank account info. Which told me it happens a 6th time, they're not gonna refund me.
Happy Feast of Winter Veil.
How many hot dogs can I eat in 10 minutes? Probably 3/4 of one. I don't know. I probably could eat 1 or 2, but I wouldn't even want to eat 2 in 10 minutes. How am I gonna lose to a 1 drop? That 1 drop can kiss my ass. Do I sleep with a Pikachu hat on? Sometimes. No, never. I take it off immediately after the stream. And I dread putting it on. As Alez has alluded to, it smells funny. Who's the most attractive of my viewers? Probably Alez. Alez looks like a more handsome Sean Connery. Forgot to give you a good wish. Let life manifest itself logically to you. The rest you can handle. That sounds like gibberish, but I thank you for that. You ever regret having part poo theme to the stream? No. I didn't do anything. I just work here. Do I regret that some of you guys found the stream and antagonized me with your bodily functions? No, it's fine. I like most of you guys. Good questions, though. Return just in time. Okay, what the hell? Okay, Togedarmu.
Sorcery will prevail.
Oh, I want that reverse Vulpix and the reverse Growlithe. One of these are gonna focus, right? Alez? I'm gonna buy a new camera, there we go. Alright, Toxel looking cute. Staryu doing stuff. Have you ever eaten pop? Pop? What's the question? Is that a typo? Diggersby. Stupid Pokemon. Stupid. Alright, Les, here we go. Inteleon VMAX. Look, all I'm saying, we finally hit something with some shine to it. And Inteleon VMAX looking pretty cool. Pretty cool. I'll take it. Poop. Have I ever eaten poop? No, I have not. I do brush my teeth. And I think when you flush the toilet, little particles fly all over the universe, I think they said. So, but no. Not exactly. That can go there. I gotta shrink. Alright, back to normal size. Dear God, not a Pokémon. I've ever had a three-way. Like, yeah. I was gonna try to lie. I said I would answer questions till the start of the stream. But yeah. Did I miss the Inteleon? Yeah. I'll show it. I have to get the Diggersby covered.
Private Shorty, reporting for duty!
Back in Redbeard's youth, women found him to be somewhat tolerable. And as long as they could spend their time with someone else, and not just him, then I think they were more inclined to make whoopee. Him in the him in the presence. Watching, taking notes, scribing. Red didn't answer my question. I didn't see it, sorry, was it? Have I ever shoplifted? No. Would you rather a meta where Rogue and Mage were the only viable classes and they were ridiculously fun, or perfectly balanced meta with little to no discover? I'd rather have a perfectly, quote-unquote, perfectly balanced meta. I don't know what that even means, but I'd rather 10 classes be viable than 2. Because it won't be ridiculously fun every time you get offered one of the non-Rogue or Mage classes. And you get tired of playing them even if they were ridiculously fun, and you get tired of losing to them, I think. You can't have 3 ways between 2 people while another uses a telescope. It's updating the wiki. Can you link the wiki? Can I read it? What do you think about me reading the wiki ever? Tell us my most awkward sexual experience? I made whoopee outdoors once with a lady, and a bunch of people walked by. We're on like a dog walking path or something, I don't know. Wasn't my idea. Oh, one time I did it with a lady, and she said we couldn't do it in her house because like her parents would get mad when I was a lot younger. So she's like, can we do it in your car? I owned a car then. And I was like, yeah, that's fine. And I was like, where do you want to go? Like to the top of like Makeout Tower or the top of, you know, Boner Hill or whatever? And she's like, oh no, like just in front of my house. I was like, what? Like, okay. So I was just like parked in front of her house. And I swear I saw her dad like looking through the blinds, like scowling at me. And I'm like, oh, yeah, I gotta get out of here. And she's like, do you want to come in? I was like, no. No, not in or in. No, thank you, ma'am. I'm probably never coming back. I came back a few times after that. The dogs snip your butt to see if you were one of them. Somebody was sniffing somebody's butt. Should have waved as you were. Whoa, God. No, I was scared of him. A little bit. I mean, you're always scared of everything, right? But she did not like her father much. You know, we never really got into that, but probably not. I didn't like him that much. He probably liked me less though. Should have had her sit on the car horn. And I'm not gonna say there was no honking that occurred.
They will never catch me.
How many users of your Twitch have you hooked up with? 0? Users of Twitch? Oh, 7? 0, dude, come on. Twitch chat's off limits. They're too pure.
You want it?
They're too
I got it.
pure. It was me, I did it. I said 1. 0? Oh, 7. Is that funny? Sometimes I like to make little things I call jokes. It really kind of feels like we're just going through the motions at this point.
I'll get him.
I legit think it might not be the stupidest thing in the world to brew this back. We barely lose any stats, but we gain the opportunity to pick up a puzzle box or devolving missiles or something.
Not a toy. Do not lose these.
Wait, at least 2? I've read the Redbeard LS fanfics. I was in the same room as Dexter when he was making love once. Does that count? I'm gonna go ahead and say that yes, it does. Hey Trash Queen, how are you? Trash Queen, we opened an Inteleon VMAX out of 9 packs. Why? Why was I asked myself the same question. I ask him that question too every time I talk to him. Why? Why did you disappoint that young lady with me in the room with you both? You know, because he wasn't, you know, I'm assuming he wasn't super keen at making whoopee, I don't know. I would say of the 3 of us, I was making the most noises. Oh no, why? I wasn't even really involved in the physical aspect. Have I ever hooked up with a girl from Pokemon Forum? I've never even been to a Pokemon Forum, so no. I don't really know what a Pokemon Forum is. I'm playing a game, but every time I look up, this guy's playing another smug senior. How many does he have? I don't know, dude. He played at least 2. Remember the days when Dexter would always hang out here? No, me neither. He didn't really hang out here that much. He usually was asleep. I was usually asleep during our stream. Do you have Gardevoir fantasies? No. I was telling chat, I've been having horrible dreams. Most of my dreams involve like my death or the death of people around me. I don't think I'm like a morbid kind of guy, but I don't know. I haven't had too many dreams lately though, so it's cool. That's rough. That's alright. I mean, they're not like grotesque, like it usually, like I tell you, ow! It has me like falling off a cliff and like falling down and then waking up like right before I hit. And then lately I haven't had the dream in a while, but I'll crash and then in my dream, I'll try to convince myself that it's a dream. I wake up in my dream and say like, okay, it must have been a dream. And kind of that type of like dream within a dream type stuff. Some sort of inception crap going on. I didn't even like that movie the first time I saw it. Recommend the film Titan. Okay, maybe I'll watch it. We show Trash Queen the Inteleon? Yeah, did I not? Okay, I will say this. Can I show you this too? Alright, there's just Pokemon cards coming out the wazoo. But what I want to show you is Brooke and I may have opened 8 packs and she got that Genesect V, but I might have 2 Inteleon Vs now. We're running hot with the Pokemon cards. I also just opened a crap load of them, so we're getting all these cool ones left and right. Still, I will say this, Dreads opens more and gets, you know, more worthless crap, so I think that's important to factor in. Dark Sylveon? Yeah, it's a promo you get from buying. That's actually something Brooke got me. So it's a promo card you can only get from buying the Dark Sylveon box. He's not killing me, is he? She knows I like Sylveon and Glaceon and Leafeon and Growlithe. I've seen the Boondock Saints movie. I have not, no. Zonio got a Porygon. Nice.
The courage of
I like
man
Porygon.
shall not fail.
He didn't copy anything. So he buffed one? Oh my gosh, is he leaving up to 8-2? He's leaving the 8-2 alive? It's so good for him. Dang, that's good for him too. Dang. Oh, kill me. I don't have a frost spell, do I? Yeah, I mean this is okay, honestly. Like if we're just gonna discard a 3/5. We already drew our ice barrier and that's all we got. Stacks at 9 wins. Yeah, it's been good, honestly. Like getting to 9's pretty solid. This might be our last turn to cast what we get though. Depending on what we draw. Pretty much, if it doesn't turn into something good, we kind of have to cast this. What I'd like to do is not do that, unless it's a puzzle box or a ruin of the. Oh man. So if I play this, I discard those. So I think what I do is I actually. Ice barrier is not that bad. Okay, let's take the ice barrier. And how do I win from there? I kind of don't, right? I might. It's unlikely, but we might. Because we could just draw like a Geddon or a Mage Scribe. We have no spells left. Like a Knight Captain maybe. Maybe we just go like Geddon into Knight Captain. Give him a wow.
What a magic moment.
Wait, now he knows. Darn it.
Strike now.
Darn it. Alright, get in. Get in ping. Get in ping, we're back. Like we're legit ahead. Dang. Next turn, we have one more turn. Oh, probably not anymore. If he just draws like anything that doesn't die to get in, we're gonna die to this plus this. Dang. How many cards do we have? We had 11 hands, aren't great odds.
No holidays for betrayers.
Kiss me if you can!
You put a spell on me.
Close though. Honestly, this again, this deck going 9, unlikely, I think.
Strike now.
Actually could have worked last turn too. Now you give him like a 100 or whatever. Guess the answer is no. Sorry, what was the question? Did I win the bet yet? Oh no. Dozed off. Pack Revise. I don't know what Power Surge is.
You put a spell
on me. So, what should we do? Should we draft another one or not even bother? This is a pretty good spot to end. Bad mage deck or kind of an under... Some aspects of it are bad, right? Kind of a high roll result though, I think. Just come back in the afternoon or tomorrow night and finish our birthday, or do we just do like a draft and maybe a game? Oh man, Golden Tower Sergeant?